Good dusk, everybody, and welcome to the tickly ball delights of TotalCults.com. I'm James Trick.
I'm Doctor Gogol.
And today we're going to be discussing...
Night of the Creeps.
Yes.
Can I assume it's set at night?
Not entirely.
Okay, good start.
Sections of it are set at night. Some's at dusk.
Okay.
A little bit of it's in space. The opening bit's in space.
Well, space can double for night.
But is it? Is it really?
It can.
I know it's dark, but so's a gatto. It doesn't make it night.
I know, but it's in keeping with the... Say, for example, a colleague of mine believes that as long as a film's got snow in it, it's a Christmas film.
I'd go with that.
Like Groundhog Day, he considers a Christmas film.
Day After Tomorrow.
Yes, Christmas.
Absolutely.
I don't agree with that theory.
Alive.
Yes, that's well, I mean so. And there's the whole, carving up the meat thing there. Yeah. But I personally don't. For me, a Christmas movie is something very, very different.
What is a Christmas movie to you?
No, things like...
So you smile. There was a hint of a smile across your face.
Nothing.
To me, a Christmas movie is just...
It's all about...
just porn.
No, it's I like fantasy and adventure films like Indiana Jones. Temple of Doom to me is a Christmas film.
Right,
because that's the kind of film I'd watch.
Because it's got the heart ripping and the racism. Is that that's Christmas?
That's
to
Christmas
you, really?
for me. No, it's release dates. It's films that released in the summer would come out on video or DVD at Christmas.
Right.
I'd get them for Christmas and then I'd watch them. So it's normally summer films I associate with sitting down at TV and watching them at Christmas. And therefore I associate them with Christmas films. So
for you, a Christmas film is a film that is neither set at Christmas nor was released at Christmas.
That's exactly.
Right.
Unless it's released on home entertainment.
And if it's got snow in it, does that make it more or less Christmassy?
Well, some films I can... Well, no, if it's set at Christmas. But again, like Lethal Weapon...
Yes.
I don't really buy as a Christmas film because it's LA. I don't think they have Christmas in LA.
No.
Because you can't have Christmas when it's sunny, as far as I'm concerned.
That's very true. They don't have Christmas in Australia.
So even though it's set at Christmas and there's Christmas music, I don't consider that a Christmas film. Whereas Die Hard, even though that is set in LA, and I'm going to completely contradict myself, I do believe it's a Christmas film.
Because it has Walking in a Winter Wonderland over the end credits.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it?
No, that's the weather outside is frightful. And the fire is so
delightful.
Let it snow, let it snow.
Is that the one that's over the end credits?
And Run DMC in Limo at the start as well.
Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
That's not one. That song does not appear
in any.
Although no, Michael Caine's score references it at one point, I believe.
Does it?
Yeah. But it's not the track "Walking into Wonderland" is not played, to my knowledge, in that film. So fuck you.
I'm actually quite hurt now.
Yeah. Well, you should be.
Yeah. Anyway,
so it's not set at night.
Night of the Creeps
or Christmas.
Not set at Christmas. Not set at night.
But it's not Christmas at the Creeps.
Bits of it, no. Christmas with the Creeps.
I'm going to write that down.
What?
I don't want to make Christmas at the Creeps.
Yes. Night of the Creeps. Little bits of it set at night.
Okay.
I'm not sure who the Creeps are, though.
Well, this is something, yeah. So, I mean, I presume the Creeps are supposed to be the antagonists.
Yes, but there are three forms of antagonists in this. There's little aliens who kind of waddle, who are in the opening, I think, but I might be getting that mixed up with critters. Right. I think that there's some little aliens in a spaceship at the beginning, and they waddle along and they've got a canister of worms, basically.
Does this can of worms get opened?
Yes, the can of worms does get opened, and that's the main plot driver.
Wow, that's
That's a whole different can of worms.
Yeah, well, no, that's almost the exact opposite of a metaphor. It is literally a can of worms is open.
It is. It's not.
Was that the tagline?
A can.
Night of the Creeps, literally a can of worms is open. That would sell it to me.
That would. No, the tagline, of course, is actually the good news is your dates are here. The bad news is they're dead, which I think is a fantastic tagline. Although the can of worms one would have worked for me as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's these little waddly aliens, little waddly aliens, slithery, sluggy things.
Yeah.
And then the slug things go into people's mouths, which is done via the miracle of reverse filming it. So people stand there with their mouths open, they put a slug in their mouth on a little filament wire, they pull the filament wire, tug the slug out their mouth. And then they reverse it, so it flops in really unconvincingly. It looks ace.
Tug the Slug is not something you often see in films.
Actually, Tug the Slug, I believe, was the abandoned third Chud movie. And there's also zombies, and so zombies shuffle. So we've got waddlers, slitherers, and shufflers.
But no creeps.
No creeps, and I think somebody looked at this, this particular pie chart, and somehow decided that maybe all of these are a subsection of.
So collectively, they're creeps.
Collectively, they could all be creeps. Although I think the waddlers, some of the waddlers might be good, or I might be misremembering this again. But I could be getting it mixed up with Star Wars now.
Okay, but creep doesn't necessarily come with a moral implication.
I think there is a moral.
You're a good creep.
No. I think there is a moral. I think there's a moral seediness to being.
So if you were to define what a creep is, bearing in mind there's the moral aspect, and all three of those things contribute to being a creep.
I think that the best way to work it out is that if you look at those three things, you've got a small slug that goes into people's mouths against their will. You've got a little shuffly alien that looks a bit stunted and a bit unhappy. And you've got zombies. And if you're going to take the word creep, you think, okay, the Radiohead song. Which of these can I easiest imagine identifying with the Radiohead song, and therefore that one will be the creep?
Well, I was thinking, based on those, don't you think Tom York's been a little hard on himself? Because I mean, he's no Fabio. But I'd hardly say he's a stunted, waddling, slimy, mouth invading slug zombie.
But you see, I think if you start to read into it, couldn't look you in the eye. The slug, I don't think has any eyes at all. So I'm beginning to think that maybe the slug is the creep.
And the stunted people are too short to look people in the eye.
They are. Your skin makes me cry. Maybe her skin's very salty. And
are any of the sweaty? Any of the creeps sweaty?
Is there a line in the song about being sweaty?
Well, if skin's going to cry, that's
sweat.
If you release water from your skin, that is pretty much the definition of sweat.
I imagine so. It's a really great film. It's got good jokes. It's got nice character development. It's got one of the Griswolds out of one of the Vacation sequels.
Male or female Griswold?
The male one. I think it's the version of Rusty from European Vacation.
Who now?
Jason Lively.
Yes,
and he's the main character in Night of the Creeps.
Who was also in a film, a straight-to-video action film with Sam Flash Gordon Jones.
Was he?
Which was awful.
Awful,
But that wasn't the name of the film.
It was just called Awful.
But it was awful.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the film.
It would have been good if it had been called Awful.
Justice Force or something like that.
Hang on, that's ringing a weird bell with me. I've seen a trailer for that. I've seen a trailer with the kid, with Rusty.
He plays like a gadget expert. He's got radio control cars with bombs on and a little hang glider,
Why have I seen the trailer, and why didn't that lead me to watch the film?
There's one fantastic moment where they're being trained to fight against ninjas, the silent, deadly art, and they're the loudest ninjas you'll ever hear. They're whooping and screaming, and there's crashing and banging. You'd seen them coming a mile away.
And that's all in Justice.
It's not
Justice Attack.
It's something.
Force.
Mega
Justice Attack Force. The movie. Anyway, so he's in it. The guy out of Justice Mega Attack Force.
Right,
the movie.
Jason Lively.
Yes.
So that's a recommendation.
Yes,
the
absolutely.
Girls Who've Not Been Set at Night.
Yes.
There's a selection of creeps I can choose from.
Yes, absolutely. Like a platter, a selection platter of creeps. Women in formal wear operating flamethrowers, which is a very underrated image, I think.
Yes.
There's some really, really gratuitous nudity of the way they seem to have forgotten how to do it now. You know, gratuitous nudity used to be really unapologetic in these kind of films. And I think it's just that quite late in the movie, people are getting ready for prom, and it's just a pan across, again, a selection platter of boobs, basically. And it's just like, Do you remember how great boobs are? Is all the shots really saying? Remember how fabulous they are?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking me.
No.
It's been a while.
Yeah, fair enough. But that's what it seems to be. It just seems to be. So remember these boobs? You probably like boobs and exploding heads.
Exploding heads as well.
There's also a hard-bitten copper who has the catchphrase "Thrill me,"
right?
And he answers the phone. Thrill me, which I think is the single greatest phone answering technique I've ever come across.
That is good. That is good.
In a movie.
Okay, now, is there any deer feeding?
No.
Well, I'll give it a go. But I can't promise.
No, absolutely.
In today's episode, James Trick was faced with a knotty problem when he was presented with an option for a shortcut, a way of avoiding all the hard work but potentially gaining something that he very much wanted. When you are faced with that option of maybe taking the easy way out, what will you do? Will you take that easy way out, or will you take the opportunity to dangle upside down and attempt to catch your own messy release in your mouth? Until next time, please make sure that you follow us on Twitter @TotalCults, on our Facebook page, facebook.com/somefuckingthing-to-do-with Total Cults, and on our website, totalcults.com. And please go and buy our book. Please buy our book and subscribe to us on iTunes. But don't follow us home. We don't like you that much.